properties. How about now? Is there sound now? Can anybody hear me? Now you can hear me. Good. Yeah, I don't know why that happened. Suddenly all of the settings were set to off. Oh well. Wonderful. Okay, well, good evening. I've just been talking to myself for the past, I don't know, couple of minutes. I'm used to it. I hope everybody's okay. Welcome. Thank you for watching the previous couple of live streams on this. Joker, and welcome. Welcome, Ro. Is that how you say it? Ro? R-O. Ro. It's got to be Ro. Well, I was saying that I'm diving back into Ironhaven because I've got a castle in my bonnet. In the last 2 episodes, I started building this castle, and I need to finish it off, don't I? I got stopped out as well because I made some mistakes on. I got caught out with the housing, with the patrols, and then that caused my food to collapse completely. And then I was just playing catch up, trying to get everybody happy again. Apart from a little bit of church, they seem pretty good, to be honest. My treasury is full. I'm making loads of money. Everyone's happy as they can be. 85% is perfect, in my opinion. And we've got sales. Everything's perfectly balanced. We're ready to go. Ready to rock and roll. That's what I like to see. Rona. It's a cool name. Holy moly, I wasn't expecting that. Might, what is this? Your combatant successfully returned with spoils of war. Mission success. What is this? I got a wounded soldier. Oh dear. Nobody died though. That's good news. We got some kingdom influence, and it looks like we... I'm not sure, to be honest with you, I'm not sure if this represents the amount of might that we have or the amount of might that we receive, but because I don't think might is like it's not a currency, so I'm guessing it doesn't. That's something that just is never explained. I think it's the amount of might that. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what it means. I haven't been able to figure it out, and I've been meaning to ask the developers in their Discord about it actually, but I always forget. Like, what is this? I don't know what it does. Feel free to sound off if anybody does know. Anyway, we can get this soldier recovered, and then we can send her back out on another mission, can't we? Yes, the game has changed enormously. I've been playing this game since it was in early access. I've been playing it for 5 years, since 2019, and I was part of the playtesters, and So I've seen it develop more than most, and it's developed a lot. They went through a lot of different iterations. Things have changed that they were going to do, and then they decided not to after the playtesters said no, we don't like it. So, but they've still added things when it went live that even I was not expecting. They were keeping things back, which is nice because then I get some surprises as well. You want me to put the UI up a little bit? Where's that? Here it is. Was that okay? Is that a compromise? Are you able to read that now? I'll go with it unless you say otherwise. Where I left off was I was about to build the other half of this, or plan I should say, the other half of this castle wall. Excuse me. And I didn't know whether to do this one, version 1 of the wall, or version 2 of the wall, which is the blue line, and have a pillar here, or a pillar there, or have it straight up there and have a pillar there. Doesn't make that too much of a difference. I feel if I went for number 1, eventually number 1 would end up coming all the way around here and extending into this bit of wall over there. So I have thought about it, and I feel like number 1 is the best option. So if I just continue it out. I probably still have a pillar there, to be honest, and then another one here, and then down there, and finish. That makes the most sense. Unless anybody disagrees and would like to see a different design, I'll probably go with that. Yes, Rona. I saw that. There's a new release, well, an update to their roadmap. It's excellent. Just a bunch of bug fixes, really, but very welcome. 120, you said. Boom. There's no difference between 120 and 115. It didn't change. Okay. Let's build this wall in parts. So let's do up to here first, and then it'll give me opportunity to reorganize the forestry area, because these people are going to need moving out of the way. Yeah, this is going to be the main entrance, so let's do that. Let's just build it in parts. Let's do this part, and then we'll do that part a bit later once we've reorganized. Have been thinking about this a bit too much, to be honest. It's another tower. Except it's not going to let me put a tower down there. I was using this building? Yep. No. This building? Yeah, I was using this one. we go. Unless there's anything else up here that needs finishing. No, I'm just going to go ahead and build all of that. I should have made it treasury. You know what? I will make it treasury. Otherwise it's a waste. This is painful now. Used to just be able to right click everything away. But it doesn't let you do it anymore. I hate that. I wish they'd never changed that. Raise your hand if, after playing Foundation, because you can just right click any page that pops up. Oh, I'm reading this page, and then you just right click and it disappears. Hands up if when you go back to Windows you try right clicking the windows in Windows. Yeah, I know you do. Treasury, Great Hall, rebuild, barracks, castle keep. Ah, that's why I haven't built it with treasury. That makes sense. I don't have any treasury. Damn. I don't have any treasury. That's why I didn't do it. Well, damn. Barracks, armory. I'm gonna have to do it with free build, aren't I? What else has... It gives me influence? Nothing. Splendor, I mean, it's called now. Nothing. I need 25. I bet I've got lots of lights around here already. These are only 5. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna have to find something here. Don't really like doing this. That was 6. What I'm trying to do right now is, I'll just talk you through it. What I need to do is, I need to hit a splendor of 25 so I can unlock this tier of the kingdom. And then once I see, I've got 14 influence. Once I unlock this tier, I'll be able to buy the where is it? Here we go. Treasury parts for the kingdom, so that I can build with treasury, which will just add the amount of gold that I'm able to store. And the only reason that I want to do that is because if I build with something else, it's just kind of a wasted part. Free build is kind of a wasted part. I don't gain anything from it other than right now, which is me just gaining in splendor. Yes, you're quite right. I can change the building. But I can't change it to what I want because I don't have it. But I would have done that if I could have. Now I'm forced to place a whole bunch of things down, which is fine. I'm not. What I don't want to do is overthink it too much, because I could spend way too much time here thinking, oh, I should get this but I don't really want to do that. If I put some vases down. Just check how many I need. Okay, I'm on 16. Another 9. Why is there a random chair? All of the comforts out, inside, outside. What are these? These are cool. I may very well end up moving these houses here, to be fair, and then having this area just outside the gate as a like a staging area for the military. Perhaps. Perhaps not. Menacing stakes. I don't know whether you know, but if these stakes, they change. You've got 2 variations on those. When you place them down, they randomly change. This is a good idea, actually. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll use these stakes. What are they worth? Where did I just get them from? Where were they? There they are. You ever walked into a room and then forgot why you were there? Nine I need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, they're going to take some time to build. Okay. Okay, in which case we've got some time to kill. That's another thing that annoys me. The to change the size of the brush is Control, and in early access it was Alt, and so I was just zooming in and out then, irritating myself because I can't remember which button does what anymore. I'll keep that there as a reminder. I will get rid of that forbidden zone there. And let's speed it up, shall we? It goes a bit too slow. It's in terms of bugs, crashes and freezes and GPU load issues and things like that. The developers just put out a post-release roadmap today, saying that they're working on. It's in Steam. If you go to Steam and then you try to launch the game, it'll show it on the game tab. They're gonna be working on things like that. They're going to continue to investigate the VRAM GPU issues that make the game crash for some players, which sounds like that's what you're experiencing. And addressing most reported issues like pathfinding problems, enhancing overall performance, a whole bunch of stuff in here. Things that I'm not experiencing any of those things. If I'm honest, there's nothing in here that I have noticed. I see that they want to rebalance some of the amount of the way that the boar respawn. I'm not having a problem with the boar respawning. I tell you, there is one thing that I am having problems with, and that is when I go to control and then hit U. I don't know if you know this, but if you press control and U, it gets rid of the UI. And then when I hit control and U to go back, sometimes it didn't happen then, but sometimes the game freezes for a random amount of time, just freezes. It comes back to life, but eventually, it just freezes. I don't know why. Tax collectors haven't been able to get into mining structures. What do you mean, Ro? Tax collectors don't go to mining structures. Do they? Yes, they do, because you can tax mines. You're right. I haven't experienced that one. I don't think it has anything to do with the quality of your PC, Joker. And Snap, by the way, i7-4790K, me too. What an absolute beast of a CPU. Old, but still rocking it. Perfect. Okay. We're on the road. Treasury. Hey, I can buy some more things while I'm here as well. I can afford 2 more. I can get some cool new castle architecture. The fortification, which is new walls. That's just other things for decoration. The royal courtier, we will need this guy in order to complete the first quest that you get in the kingdom. I don't want to spoil it if nobody's that far yet in the game, but the kingdom has quests that you can follow all the way through it, and so does the clergy as well. You'll need the emissary for that guy. So when you unlock these 2 tiers and you start going through it, you'll get specific quests for the kingdom, and you'll need this guy to go and do it. But that was a bit of a spoiler. I'm not spoiling the quests. I'm just letting you know that that's part of the progression path. You'll need that as well. I tell you what we should do. We should get one of these somewhere to. What weapons am I going to make first? For spear, I just need wood and iron. For swords, I need iron and coal. And for bows, I need cloth. I'm not making a lot of cloth, so I'll steer clear of that for the time being. Let's get spears. A nice new building. I want this. I want this. Yeah, let's get this. I'll come back for this one. This will be the next thing that I get. And then probably swords. And then fortifications. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's do that first. Sorry, I want to turn those off as well. They're annoying me. No, concentrate. we are doing treasury. Where is it? Treasury. And we are doing this. I'll do it quick. Pro tip, if you tap T on the keyboard, it turns snapping on and off. Not that I'm a pro, you understand, but... This doesn't want to build now. That's fine. Go back to treasury. The reason it didn't want to build is because it was part of the free build. Yeah, that's good. Do it. Oh, it's going to tell me off and say I don't have... Yeah, I don't think I need access to the treasury, actually. I think it's okay. We'll find out about that. Good evening, Aslak. Oh, you're a pro, are you, Maniac Gaming Guy? What pro tips do you have for us? Call you out on your proness. Give us a pro tip. Spend some of my money. I'm a miser. You don't know this yet because you haven't spent enough time with me. Lord Bara likes to have all of the gold. I don't have to spend it. I just like to hoard it. What should I spend my gold on? Maniac Gaming Guy. Yes, that's true. Moving a building costs less resources than deleting it and then building a new one. And it is a big deal as well because in the early access, so I've been playing early access for 5 years and that hasn't been the case. So to be able to now click on a building, not houses obviously, but click on a building and then move it and then only have to pay a portion of the resource cost is a big deal. And a welcome change. Visiting the royal court. The king took notice of your castle. Well, he should do, because if you've seen it, it's only partly built, but it already looks epic from down here anyway. If you squint and look at it from the side of your eye, it looks amazing. But it's standing tall and proud by the realm's outskirts. He intends to use it to attend his weary royal companies. Try saying that 3 times fast. The king wants you to send a royal courtier to his court so they can discuss the matter further. That's what I was saying earlier. I need to unlock this guy in order to do the missions, and that is the first mission. I need that guy to start the mission. Let's get him. Yay. Look how happy he looks. Why does he look so happy? I feel like I'm missing something. Visiting the royal court. And here's the quest down here. And it says there are 3 parts to it. Build a great hall. I've done that. I don't think that is specific to the monument. So if I look in the castle, I'm pretty sure there's no great hall here. I won't find it there. I won't find it there either. I'll look here. Keep, barracks, armory. Yeah, no great hall. That's not specific to the monument. So that can be a great hall in the manor house or the tavern. The tavern now has a great hall, which is cool. Or the monastery. The church doesn't have one. Pretty sure the church doesn't have one. No. No, church is just what it says. It's a church. So build a great hall, build a royal office, and then start the mandate. So I just need to build the royal office, then I can start the mandate. I'll come back to it. I'm not ready for it just yet. What's this? I've still got to improve my markets. Shall I improve the markets a little bit and get some? Might as well. Might as well while I'm here. I'll spend some of that money, shall I? Here we go. I'm not sure if that's going to be enough. Reach 5 with the market. 1. They're worth 2 each, aren't they? So that's 2, 4, 6. Perfect. Big Abes, I'm reading the chat. I'm just catching up. You've got 5 dairy farms and 1 cheesemaker, and the problem is you don't have enough milk. Look in the dairy farms. Let me go to my sheep farm. So I'll explain it like this. So we've got texture issues here as well. If you look in the sheep farm, you paint it and it says it's adequately sized. Check that first to make sure that you've got it adequately sized and that you've got enough people in there. I mean, the production chain should work like this. Farm to, in this case, it will be, where is it? Yeah, my weaver's hut, and that will go direct. Yay, that will go directly. So in your case, it would be the cheesemaker and the dairy farm. If you how you can check if it's the problem with the cheese. I'm thinking maybe it's either a problem with the cheese, your production chain, or it's a bug. So let's just focus on it being the production chain first, and then if that doesn't work, then it might be a bug. Maybe it is a bug, and then you can, if it did find out there's a bug after trying everything, you can always log it on the Polymorph Discord and say, I think I've got a bug where there's something going on with the cheese, but one way to check if it's a problem with the production chain is if you store the milk in the granary, turn off your cheesemaker, or just pause it or delete it, whatever, and then assign milk in here, and then you can see whether or not the milk is flowing that way. And I don't know whether or not this isn't a pro tip. This is just something that you can do in the game as well. I need wool, don't I? So if I right click, that's better. If I zoom out, you'll see it much better. This is wool. Imagine it's milk. If I right click on the resource, this happens on all the resources, by the way. Here's wood. Now all the wood pops up. Maybe you know this, maybe you don't. But you can see then who's producing what and where it's being stored. And there's little icons next to it. These boxes mean it's being stored. This means this is where it comes from, and this icon here means that's where it goes. So you can check where everything is flowing, and then if you store your milk in there, you'll be able to see whether or not milk is actually flowing, because it'll fill up with milk. And if that's the milk is flowing, then you can turn this off if you wanted to, just to experiment, and then you can turn on your cheesemaker, and then you can see if he takes it all right, and then you'll know then, oh, it's not a problem with the production chain, that works. So then it's a problem with the amount of milk that I produce, and 4-to-1 sounds unbalanced to me. And I'll refer you back to the what's it called? The post-release short-term roadmap that is in the Steam update today, saying that they're going to, where is it? General balancing, gameplay enhancements. They're going to do some general balancing adjustments and improve overall game balance, which is developer speak for potentially, we think the cheese is balked. You never know. Could be that. Yeah, if you experiment with the production chain, and if you feel like, oh, that's not very fair, just pop over to the Discord and log it as a bug and say, I think personally, I've been playing and I think this is a bug. It's not very balanced. They might be aware of it already. They're just not going to say it openly, are they? This is taking a long time to build, isn't it? I'm glad though that it's not affecting my town's happiness at all. And we've still got tons of wood. What materials does it need? Oops. Oh, it's just planks and tools and stone. We've got plenty of that, and we make our own tools. Pretty sure we make our own tools. Yeah, you can right click on these, and you'll be able to see where all your resources are. Row. Let's do it actually, because I want to know how my tools are doing. So I've got one tool here which is being produced. This that was a builder taking the tool to the build site. And I'm storing 53 tools there. And I mean, it does say total is 54 tools, and you can see I've got what's available on this pop-up. storage 53, production 2. That's healthy. What about iron ore? I'm producing 60 over here. And this guy is taking... he's got 36. Wow. One thing to bear in mind is that if this... I mean, this currently says storage, but it's talking about the storage of the iron mine. What's it called? The crane. Because it actually stores some of the crane here. It's a little bit different than the other ones. But if this number here is high, the amount that they've got in storage at the point of production, you can, if that's 0, let me start again. If this number is 0 at production, but the end point for this production chain is tools. So if this is 0, I know it's not, it's 76, and this is 56, this is 0 and this is 56, that's not a problem. That's not a problem at all. That means that I've got really good production output. And if I wanted that to go higher, I'd need to increase this. But if this was, if it was inverted, if this was high and this was low, then I'd know that I'd need more tool makers, blacksmiths. I use this a lot to decide whether how I'm going to balance my my production chains. Like, for example, this is 0. That's not, in this case, it's not a problem because this is high. If this was low and this was low, I'd know that the problem in my production chain was that I don't have enough coal. But it's not. I know that's low, but that's high. So I'm not experiencing any problems in the production chain. Don't know if that makes sense to anybody. Makes sense to me. When I say it out loud, it sounds less convincing. New building parts. Nice. Stone architecture. I love it. Let's get some more splendor. Oh, look at these building parts. Look at this rustic stone door. So cool. I've got lots of money. Who was it that said buy something? There you go. I've still got loads of money. Let's decide where we're going to put the spearmaker's hut. Where are we going to put that? Now I've got a choice with the spearmaker's hut. I could put it up at the castle. That, although that might make sense, it's far away. It's far away from all the resources. What I haven't done here is established a industrial area. I know I've got this forestry area going on, but I don't have a strong industrial area. If if I was to think about where that might be, I would lean towards it being here. Probably this whole section here along the front. And then I can put another castle wall down here. Oops. Put a castle wall down here and then close this and have this as an industrial area. And that's quite nice then, actually, because it means that it will blend in with the town centre. And the I've already got the blacksmith and the smelter here as well. The bakery doesn't quite make sense there anymore. Probably the town will spill out in front of the castle gates here. Okay, it's starting, the shape of the town is starting to form now in my mind. So this will be enclosed. If I might even put another wall here, maybe, and then close all of that, and then the town centre becomes enclosed, and there's an industrial area here as well. So I could have more houses here at the front. How's that sound? This is nearly finished. Ooh, common wares. This is good as well because I'm going to be producing so much iron. He can definitely live in the industrial area. Back up onto that sheep farm maybe. That would be quite sweet. I'm going to need to leave a bit of space down here because people are going to want to form a road to get to this other mining area. Oh yes, because we've got marble and we've got quartz. They're both just pure money. Just sell them, dig them up and sell them. So I'll want to move this guy over here maybe. Bakery. Would you have a bakery near the shore? Maybe. It's not ideal. Hi, Colin. Yes, it was a spending spree. Sorry, I have to come back to the chat. I don't have the chat up on another screen or anything, so I have to tab out and then catch up on everybody's game. Yeah, everybody else's game. I went on a spending spree. Is that directed at me? When do you decide to accept new villages and when to decline? I only accept new villages when I need them, and I only upgrade, I only promote villages when I need to promote them. I run at the, it's the one thing in the game that I'm efficient at. I'm just going to check. I wish there was a faster way to check what houses are occupied. See, I've got... That could do with being upgraded. There's no patrol for it. Okay, I've got several spaces over there. Might not be enough to get rid of that, but we'll see. Oh dear. This can definitely go. This can go. Go and find a new place to live. Get rid of these. What about over here? Yes. Okay, there's 4, 6, 9. Is that one? 9. I got 9 there. I can get rid of this guy. No, actually, I'll do it the other way around. I'll get rid of this guy. Yes. You can stay. I need to accept those changes. You can stay. This will probably upgrade now. I'll keep him as a commoner eventually. I'd like to fence him in completely. I'll worry about that later. This works out actually because now I can... It's been bugging me for a while that this is so close to houses. Not that it's an issue for the houses if they're not being affected by it, but I just don't think it looks good aesthetically. I'd love to have this down close to the road. The best I can do is have him over here. Let's just go ahead and build that. And I'm going to draw out what I want this area to look like. Joker, I to answer the promotion question, I only upgrade people when I need them for jobs. And the only reason that you need to upgrade people now is because you want to improve the efficiency of the town. So in theory, you never need to upgrade anybody from a serf to a commoner. You don't need to do it at all. You can keep everybody as a serf and you can just grow to a point where you feel comfortable, and that's the shape of... This is how... Okay, this is my building style. I will grow until I'm at a point where I feel I'm happy with the shape, overall look and feel of the town, and then I will focus on making it more efficient. And the way that you do that is by promoting people. But you need to make sure when you do promote people that you've got a huge amount of extra food and resources available for them to consume for their needs. Because as soon as you start upgrading people, it's just harder work. It takes more effort to fulfill their needs and keep them happy. Oh look, this is actually quite nice here because now I'm going to have a road. I can have a road that comes out here. Probably something like that. So I've got this space in here. That works out. I'm actually going to keep this little area here free as well. I'll build that guy. Keep this little area. And this is just me because I like things to look a bit beautiful. These little parcels of land here are ideal for... They're difficult to build in. I mean, they're ideal for turning them into little... I don't know how to say it. If I was playing City Skylines, I'd say, oh, that would be a good spot for a park or something like that. But obviously there's no parks and stuff in this game. So, but you understand what I'm saying. It's like a little beauty spot. And I'll put benches and trees and stuff in there. And a little... I might even put a market stall in there. Just one. Just to kind of make it look sweet and cutesy. I'm allowed to say cutesy. I'm 42. Green patch, that's the word I was looking for. Thank you for that. I knew there was a word for it. Far as I'm aware, you can't produce steel yourself yet. I feel like that's something that's coming. I'm going to get rid of these now, they bother me. Goodbye. What's this? Ore. No. I don't store ore. That's another thing that these can be used for, these little areas, is storage. And I'm going to need storage. Okay, I had 0 villagers. I now have 4 unemployed, and they're unemployed because I'm going to need 2 weaponsmiths, and then I'm probably going to need something else. Yeah, I bet I'm not working at maximum efficiency. I mean, I just built that mine. I could do that, but I'm going to go with the stone cutter. And next time I get some migration, I'll do the mines. Could do with the tailor as well. Oh yes, I'm still rebuilding my population from the mass exodus that I had. I probably have some more storage down in this area, to be honest. I'm going to earmark that now, actually, because I usually forget to do that. I'm going to do something a bit risky now. I want to put this... You know what I'm going to do? That might work. I might just need to adjust that slightly. That might be okay. Here's a question for us. Can I... something weird is happening. Why are they walking up the side of a mountain? Okay, guys, that's not cool. Please go round the mountain. I can't believe I have to say this. I cannot believe I have to say this. Are you absolutely joking me? What a... Right. Do I own this territory? I do now. Right. Drastic times. Drastic measures. The reason that they're doing that is because they don't want to walk through this forest. I don't know how you feel, but I'd rather go through a forest and hike up a mountain. Yay! First weapons crafted. Sparks fly. The steel hardens as the village first weapon is formed, bolstering your combatants, who realize they will soon wield these symbols of strength. Very well. Celebrating berries. Watch out. You don't have to do these quests, by the way. I'm not doing it. I know I've got enough berries, but they don't just eat berries, they'll eat everything and they'll put a real strain on everything, so forget it. No. Not happening today. I'd like these houses here to be a bit more compact. Oh no, you played Civ 7 and refunded it. Oh, I love Civ 6. And that's the only real Civ that I got into, but I liked it a lot. What's wrong with Civ 7? The royal office needs heavy fortification. I need to build some walls. Oh, are they? They're going. Well done for noticing that the woodcutters have buggered off to the island. Yeah, I couldn't understand that about having the people of history like Ben Franklin that in charge of a different civilization. I couldn't understand why they would do that either. Come back to that later, guys. Yes, I'm going to need to unlock the heavy fortifications, aren't I? And conveniently, all of the first tier is now mine. That's cool. That's cool, actually. I could put the rest of these buildings down. I'll build the swordsmith, but I'm not building the bowyer just yet. The bowyer can go here. No, he can't. The bowyer can go over here. Opposite that guy, but not building him yet. I'm gonna need a I'm gonna need another smelter at some point, so I'm gonna put him down now as well. I mean, that seems to work, but I can remove this bit of wall. I don't need it right now, just want it in place for when it does get built. Where's the heavy fortification gone? Light? Castle. It says light. Light. I've lost my mind. Where's the heavy fortification gone? Is it in the castle? Lord Raimundo, I was looking in the fences, fortification, decoration. This is light, and then it says fortified position, but it says light passive, light passive. Light passive, light passive. That's not it. Light passive. That's the first one you get. Light passive. Have I just not unlocked it? Castle fortification. It does say, it says light. There we go. I didn't lose my mind. I just haven't unlocked it yet. Okay. Okay, it makes sense. I can't build that just yet. I will put a provisioner in. He can go there, and I'll put a bit more treasury in. The quick-witted Lord Raimundo, I should refer to you as, I think. When I do eventually get to the heavy fortifications, I can put it all the way around. I can link it up. I can link up the heavy fortification wall to here, where this front wall will be, and then I can put it around the perimeter of the top of this hillock. It'll look quite slick, I think. They still don't want to go around. They're swines, aren't they? Oh, we're gonna have to deal with this rations now. It's not ideal. I need to get a move on. I really want to finish this castle. Talking of maps, I'm tempted to make a suggestion that someone can provide a seed for me as a, I don't know, just something fun to do, and I'll try to build on somebody else's seed rather than generate it myself. You can make it as difficult as you like. Oh look, they're like going up the side of there. This is one of the bugs that's going to get corrected in the in an upcoming patch, I'm sure. They're not supposed to do that. Swords. Wrong one. I'm only sold 12 berry brew. I've got 50 in stock. Nobody even drinks berry brew. Stalls have 40, storage is 10. Nobody drinks berry brew. Do they? Serfs don't drink berry brew. That's strange. Attendance should be 0. It is 0. I'm going to add another brewer just to make more berry brew, just for more sales. Where's it gone? Polished stone, 0. I've been building with polished stone. Perhaps it was the castle parts. I have learnt my lesson with the castle though. You can't place it down and then just hit build, especially when it's far away. It might have been different if the castle was, if I was building within the walls of the castle, if that was actually going to be the perimeter of the town. But because it's like a standalone piece, it's quite far away. I learnt my lesson because I tried to do that, and it destroyed my economy, didn't it? I caught a few of Raptor's streams on Foundation just briefly. Where's Berry Brew? There it is. I want to unlock this now. I'm going to need to store these things and then I can start selling them. And marble. In fact, I can sell that twice. Oh no, I haven't unlocked this one yet. I need bread. And just straight up sell quartz as well. This is a money making machine, this Castle Harbour. If you have iron and marble, which I have, you can crush it. You could even sell coal. Just make loads of coal. Trouble is, if I build this out here, it's a problem because it's quite far away. I mean, it's very far away, and I need to put a small settlement here, a couple of houses, and a market. It's probably its own berry picker. What would they need? They need everything. It's more of a challenge than you realise it is to set this up. It takes some investment just because of how far away it is. It's a shame because it feels like, oh, it's easy money, and it is easy money, but you still need to invest in it. So it's worth it in the end. Just want to make sure that I'm getting okay. Let's add some miners in. I can add some more militiamen. Let's do that. Not a transporter. I need to create another company. We've got the Iron Hand of Justice. I can't remember how to create another company now. Yeah, this is the guy that I just promoted to. He's untrained. Right. They could probably go back out on another mission, actually. They'll be all good now. I could wait for him to train. I will, mate. Right, how do I promote another company again? I can't quite remember how to do it. Oh, I need housing. I better store swords. I better also store a short bow. I'm going to need war rations, and I'm not going to get to steel for a while, so I don't need to worry about that. Occupants 4 of 130. That kind of makes sense. Sword encampment, and that's it. Okay, so I've already got spearmen. Let's do it this way. This one. It's not even made yet, but it's going to allow me to do it. So add a company. Sword company. 1, 2. You will get your weapons. It's a shame you don't get anything for these. I feel like you should get just a teeny tiny reward, 10 gold or even something, anything, just to make this kind of worthwhile. Because otherwise... Okay. Now, here's the big question. Are you ready? Oops. We've got the Iron Hand of Justice and Sword Company 1. And that's a bit lame. So, suggestions, please. What's it going to be? Yes, Frost, this started out as a tools... Actually, this started out as off the back of one of Raptor's videos, because he was saying that tools are a challenge early game, and I just wanted to test that and see if it's possible to just rush the tools and how long it would take. And it took me about 2 hours. I think I could have done it in about an hour and a half, maybe an hour even, if I had have switched my brain on and started selling meat. The fee fighters is the suggestion from Raymondo. The Iron Hand. We've already got the Iron Hand of Justice. Slashers, maybe? The Slashers? I don't know. The Iron Fist. That'll get me a copyright strike or something. They're swordsmen, seekers of the blade. Fe, yes, Fe is iron on the periodic table. Yes. I actually thought it was a play on Foo, as in Fee Fighters. It is a play on Foo Fighters, isn't it? I'm sure it is. The Iron Shield. Blade Brigade. Like it. Good evening, Buffmeister. We've just decided Blade Brigade. Boom. Yes. Except it hasn't updated here. Let's go back. Yes. Blade Brigade. And we can fill them up as well. Swordsman. One more. Boom. Alright, let's get those guys out on another mission, shall we? They're all fully trained. They're almost all fully trained. They train pretty quick nowadays. Let's see. They have a might of 144. So I can do any of these. Any of them, in fact. Haven't unlocked those. Skirmish. Garrison gig. What do I want? Do I want bread? I could go for bread. Or materials. Or fish. Or just coins. What do I need? I don't need any of this. I don't need any of it. I don't need coins up. Okay, I need the coins most out of everything. I'll do the coins mission. Even though it's the lowest one, I'll still do it. Come back. 138 might. We need more wood. I don't think so. I bet we've got loads of wood. Or we don't. We don't have wood. You know why we don't have wood? Because we've cleared this bit of forest out to help them better navigate. And guess what? It didn't help at all. Typical. They come running across that bridge then. Did you see them? Yes, finally. He's remembered us. There we go. I'm desperate to chop some trees down. Finally, we can start building again. I could have another spear company if I wanted to. I won't. Actually, ooh, I will send those out as soon as he's fully trained. I don't really mind what it is. They have no might. I'm going to put some doors down here and watch my treasury expand. And that. I need to work on some housing, don't I? My happiness is going down. Refined food. Right. I bet I'm not selling weapons either. I knew it. Sell everything above 10. I don't see why you would ever need to stock weapons of any description. Sell them all. And in order to make weapons, I will need... Okay. Yeah, I've got a few logistical issues to sort out here by the looks of it. So, I need some coal. I need another iron smelter. Here he is. Go. Population hits 100. You've welcomed 100 villagers to your growing community. While still small, the spirit of cooperation shines through. It is a hopeful beginning as you lay the foundation for future dreams. Very well. Yeah, I'm going to need more coal. I'm already building a new iron smelter. I might need... This blacksmith would be able to keep up if they were commoners, and I may upgrade, promote these two guys to commoners, and that'll be my first promotion. But charcoal, I'll definitely have another one of those. Where is it? Charcoal. Actually, I'll put him out here. I've got no money. That's fast. Aslak. You're fast. I don't, to be honest with you, my building style, I don't usually go for speed. Unless I just want something in particular, like now. I usually like to let things just grow slowly over time. Actually, the Gouvier, I don't know how to pronounce it. Gouvier Garden, the garden expansion. I have got a key for it from Polymorph Games. They kindly gave me a key for it, which is very nice of them, but I haven't actually applied it yet and had a look. It looks nice, but it's definitely like end game content. It's something that you wouldn't mess around with until you'd built everything else. And my personal take on that is, I'm not sure what the aesthetic of it is, if you know what I mean. It seems it's different. It's got a different architecture from everything else, and so I'm not quite sure how I would fit that into a build. I'm not saying it doesn't look nice. It does look nice, but I'm not sure how I would fit it in. There's another garden masterpiece. Actually, there's not masterpiece anymore. Okay, so anybody that's played the early access version will know that something that they've omitted and taken out is called masterpieces, and they were special build things that you could unlock through doing missions. Most different types of like missions would pop up randomly, and you'd be able to like go just do them. And some of them were like, one of them was trying to think of now. There was one where you could build a giant golden cross, and it had to be on top of it had to be higher than any of the other buildings in order for it to function. And another one where it was like an automated fountain where there were like water jets would squirt out, things like that. And there was a whole bunch of them. One of them was a official gardens, which was part of the military campaign as well. And that was similar, I thought, to this gardens expansion that they've released as well. But I think they're going to add, they didn't say explicitly, but I think they will add those back in at some point, but they'll probably do it as a big pack, and there'll be loads of additional ones as well. But to answer your question again, I haven't tried it. I do have a key for it, but I haven't tried it yet. Judge Dude, welcome. What's that other city builder? It's got a Spanish vibe to it. Tropico. I've played almost all of the Tropicos. I don't think I played Tropico 1. I think I might have played Tropico 1. I used to speedrun those all the time. I don't know why. I just felt like that game required me to play it really, really quickly. I think it was because a lot of it was timed anyway. I'm going to expand my going to expand my housing. I just totally nose planted the camera into the side of that mountain then. Did I ever discover any stone deposits? I think there was one over here. I'd like to move the stone cutter, if possible. Where would I put him? Nowhere. I haven't got very good stone spawns on this map. Refined food. Okay, so I'm struggling for refined food and I definitely need some housing. Merchant is approaching. Yes. Check it out. Okay. The Iron Hand of Justice is back. And they've got 26 gold. But refined food, that means I need more boar. So I want to clear out that a little bit. Do I already have a hunter buried in here somewhere? I don't think I do. I think we're going to put another hunter in here. I don't mind if he goes there. I'm going to get rid of this fence. Bothers me. Goodbye. What I really want to do is continue to build this darned castle, and I need to get to this fortification. At what point will I be happy that the castle is complete? Probably when it's got walls going all the way along it, and oh, do you know what I forgot to do? add my my privilege. Why did nobody remind me? Oh, come on, I'm multitasking here, and I'm not very good at it, as you can tell. Okay, I'll just go for this because I'm going to build an enormous castle monument. I really need the cost of it to be reduced. It's the reason why I'm not making... You'd think that I need to just produce more and sell more, but really this is going to help hugely, because if I'm going to continue to build this castle monument up, I really need to reduce the overall cost of it, and that's what that edict does. Not edict. What's it called? Privilege. These are edicts. I'm still not storing any iron ore. I've got a couple of guys waiting, and they are waiting to go in here. And I was going to upgrade these guys, weren't I? But oh dear, this is where everything falls. This is where everything falls to pieces. Promotions. Dare I? I'm going to need somewhere for them to live. That somewhere is going to be here. So let's make it beautiful. Do you all know how this works? So one of the most requested videos that people have been asking me for is one on housing, and I really want to get and do an in-depth guide on how housing works in this game. And I've already got 2 decent videos on housing, but they're for the early access version of the game. They work just fine. Everything in them is still applicable here, but there's been so many changes to housing that it's quite different now. And I really want to get to do that guide, but I'm holding off because I haven't got a town where I can really illustrate all of the different moving parts for the housing. Honestly, the housing is the most complicated thing in the game. It really is. Everything else can be explained in a single go, but I really feel like the housing needs to be split out into 2, maybe even 3 different like topic videos just to cover it all. I don't want to mash it all into a single video either, because I think then it'll just get confusing for people, because you're coming and you're really asking 3 different questions, like how do I place housing, and then how does housing upgrade, and then why would I want to upgrade housing, and where should housing go? They're all valid questions, but they all need a different approach to how you answer them, and so I'm struggling to come up with a really good framework to how to explain housing in a clear way. But all I'm going to do to upgrade this for now is stick a fancy vase in. There we go. And doesn't have a house. You will now. There's one in town. This is a big deal. I know it's only one house, but it's a big deal. It's going to change the entire landscape of the town with 2 commoners here. That's right, Frost. If you're going to upgrade houses, it affects everything in the town. And if you haven't planned in advance where you want your central or where you want your upgraded houses to be, you shoot yourself in the foot, quite honestly. That's why I said an hour ago that house there is going to be the house I upgrade, because I knew that I need to do a promotion at some point. And that promotion, I didn't know that promotion was going to be the blacksmith. And the reason I did promote those guys is because I want their efficiency up, because it was only at 50%. Well, now I've got 2 iron smelters. I need to double their efficiency, right? So that's my rationale. Let's keep an eye on the housing now. You need to be on the ball. Commoner complaining. It's funny that there's only one of them complaining, because both of them should. So apparently he's already living there, but his mate, he's not living there. I don't know where he is. He's not. He doesn't have a house. It's not there. If you can figure that out, I have no idea. Ah, hunters. There we go. I might actually put a house back here as well, just for the time being. Come on, house. I actually do have enough housing. Nobody else is complaining. It's just that one commoner. I'm looking in this housing oh no, we've got a serf here as well. He doesn't... Okay, it's a fisherman. Fisherman of what? Aha, actually the fishing hut that I was trying to build a house next to. But for some... Oh, there you go. Boom. It just takes a little bit of time sometimes. Try not to get frustrated with it. Sometimes they need a little bit of convincing. Like the estate agent brings them round, says, what do you think about this? Lakeside. And then they have a look around and they say, yeah, but it's next to this fisherman's house. And they say, well, what are you whinging about? You're a serf, you're going to work there anyway. And they go, fair enough, and then they build it. I'm just catching up on the chat. Yes, everything people are saying about the housing is correct, which is why I haven't made a video on housing yet, because it's complicated and it needs time. It needs time to explain. So I'm taking my time making that video, making those videos. It won't just be one; it'll be a couple, 2, maybe even 3. I'm going to kick this patroller out of this house. Get out. Yeah, now both my blacksmiths are in here. Which is where they should be, because he was still complaining that he didn't have a house. Maybe the real video that I need to do about housing is actually just about problem solving or fault finding. Yeah, that's that patroller that I just kicked out. No house. Only one. So yeah, I was about to say before that if you don't know what I'm doing here, I'm looking in this column here that shows you where the villager is, where they live, and where they work. So I'm just scrolling down and looking for anybody with no house, and there's one. It's that patroller that I kicked out, and that's the only person that doesn't have a house. I'd like one to be built there, but they're not going to do it. So I know that it's the patroller. The patroller works here. They like to live near where they work. So max distance is probably here. Maybe here for that patroller. I might stick another house in. I'll see if I can get another one to fit in here. That might work. Oh look, I've already got space for housing here, and that patroller's refusing to build one, which tells me that this area here, no one that is working over there wants to build or will build a house here. And they're not going to build it there, clearly, because I feel like that's been enough time. Alright, so I'm going to put it back here. Just give it a sec. Give it a sec. No, okay. Bit wider. I love how this house here took that L shape that I made. Come on, you can get another one in there. I know you can. I do not have enough boar. Oh, that's nice. They've actually cleared out that. I'll buy that. That bit of forest there is just big enough. That bit of forest there is just big enough to have one boar spawn inside right in the center of it. I'm going to add yet another boar hunter, which makes sense because it's about 2 boar hunters per 50. Okay. No wounded, no dead. That's good. Yeah, it makes sense. It's about 2 boar hunters per 50 population. So it's time. It is time. I will put one there on the road to the boar. And because I am the way I am, I'm also going to make this path a little bit windy. I don't want it perfectly straight. Don't judge me. That's an interesting question, Colin, about what expansions we can expect to see. We already have an answer to that. We won't be getting children. We won't be getting villager deaths, because children requires villagers' deaths. It was planned originally, and we would have to build cemeteries, and they would have children, and then they would live and they'd die, and then you'd need to provide a cemetery. We won't be getting them. They've categorically already stated it. But things we can expect, they did show in the Kickstarter that they wanted to have witches, and I think what that means, I think that what that evolved into was medicine, so sickness. We might very well might see sickness added to the game, and which means that you'll need a production chain to produce medicinal things to keep villagers. So that, I suppose it's an additional need then, isn't it? They'll need to have their sicknesses cared for, so they'll need medicinal herbs. No, you can't mine gemstones. They just occur. The more mines you have, the more gemstones that you can get. But I would recommend, when it comes to gemstones, just buy them. Buy the gemstones and then produce with them. The thing is, when you get to the gemstones part of the game, you should have a huge treasury built up, because you only need gemstones for making jewelry anyway, and that's really is the the end tier for production. Well, in the common path anyway. Oh look, I'm selling the maximum amount of berry brew now. That's good to know. I need to upgrade that trade route, but I bet I can't do it because I don't have any bread, do I? That's right. Can I upgrade any of my trade routes? No. Damn. Tools? Do I trade with Tropbury? Let's have a look. Middle, Davenport, Tropbury. I do. And what do I trade with them? Fish and clothes and polished stone. I don't make any polished stone. But if I stockpile tools, I can upgrade that anyway. Where's tools, 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 tools? I'm still not making enough iron to do that just now. I'll put that on the back burner for the time being. Do I have... I don't have any workers in the charcoal hut. I'm really feeling squeezed on land availability here. Maybe I need to rethink what my original plan was. Perhaps what I need to do is turn this into heavy fortification and then have my town creeping up this hill so I can have higher density housing, level 3 higher density housing, kind of going up this incline, which I don't love, but I think it would look quite cool, and then move my forestry industry somewhere else. Here's a decent location for forestry. In fact, that would work instantly because I could just move them. If I drop down my forestry here, put a few houses down, they don't need a lot. It's not too far from the town that they can't get what they need. It would be pretty far to go to the church, but I might just let them deal with that. I'm absolutely selling tons of spears and swords and making loads of money, but my treasury's still not in a great position. I don't sell maximum amount of common clothes. Or polished stone, but I don't expect it of polished stone. Polished stone is one of those resources that in theory is easy to max out, but it's actually pretty expensive to run and the returns on it are quite small. You know, you're talking about staircases up the side of cliffs and steep inclines and things. You know, if you put a building that's at the bottom of the incline, I'll show you. If you put a building here, I don't personally like to do this. I think it looks a bit strange, but it does work. And then put that there just to finish it off. I'm not going to build this, I'm just showing you as an example. But if I put a building, if I do that, and I put a doorway at the bottom, and a doorway at the top, the villagers can path between that instantly. So it's like a bridge, so you don't need to use the bridge. I mean, the bridge is cool, but it's just an alternative way to do it. They can instantly path from there to there. It does look quite cool. I might leave that actually, and just make a feature out of it later. Think about it. Think about it. Who knows? My economy is crashing. It's crashing. I mean, I'm selling everything. My taxation is rubbish, actually. What's wrong with my taxes? Oh. They can be taxed a little bit more. I mean, I'm more or less collecting all of the taxes. Why am I buying? What am I buying? What do I need to buy? Berries. Why am I buying berries? Now, I started this out as doing brilliantly with my economy, and now it's absolutely demolished. I am seriously tempted now to just cut down this bit of forest. Maybe not this bit up here. Don't replenish it. and then move this. I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. It's drastic. It's drastic. I'm going to need some extra cash, though, in order to buy that. I should have bought it when I had the chance. Let's send some missions out. Yes, let's do that one. Go and do some patrol. Need some gold. Come back with some gold, and might as well come back with some materials. Do it. $210 might. They're unstoppable. Maybe that's the reason why it's so expensive now, because of the militia. I'm surprised I haven't complained, actually, that they're not getting enough food. They seem pretty satisfied. Try it, Colin. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It would mesh well with my building designs to have just very large pathways everywhere. It's not quite instant either. It's just faster than walking. But medieval hyperloop incoming. Yeah. The Large Hadron Collider. Yeah. No, we don't want to create any weird time paradoxes for the villagers. Oh, this is really annoying me. I am so out of money right now. I've overstretched myself with this castle. The size of this village, it just can't support a castle of this size. Damn it. Oh look, we've built a house over here. That's good news. I wish that was the default, this non-curvy pathing for the walls. It always defaults to this curvy one, but I rarely use it. Or at least I could set it to the default, for just in case there are people out there that usually use the curvy one. How far can we move the church? Can we just move the church the whole way? Come here, church. This church needs to expand, but it's good that it can do it here. It cost me 5 gold to move that church all the way over there. Cheap. Works for me. Do it. Yeah, we're going to expand some more boar hunting over here if I buy this territory. And this one as well. That's the, Colin, that's the beauty of the videos that I like editing. because I get to cut out all of the waiting around bits. It makes it far more interesting, in my opinion. So much territory cost as well. Okay, I'm good for coal. The iron is a bottleneck. I could add another blacksmith in, to be honest. I might do that. I've got enough boar right now. Okay, I'm starting to catch up with myself a little bit now. Things are starting to come back together. I've even got a decent amount of wool, actually. I could upgrade this house as well, if I wanted to. I might do that. Actually, no, I won't. Let me check on my commoners. They got everything they need? No, they need 2 types of refined food. Luckily, they don't kick off unless they get none, but they do need 2. A couple more charcoal burners would be good. Alright, if I bite the bullet, establish a little... I'll tell you what I'll do, I'll build that. Go ahead. I bite the bullet and actually just build that quarry. Hello, trees. Now that I've moved the church, I can put some more housing here. Actually, I don't need to do that, do I? I can just put some housing along this road, bit by bit. Here we go. That might look quite nice. Yeah, just measuring here. That's the right size for the house. So these were a bit small. There. And there. And there. And here. One there. Gonna need another berry picker. That's getting a bit low. I keep face planting into the ground for some reason. Berry picker. Oof. They're absolutely hammering those trees now, aren't they? I'm going to put another berry picker. I'll put him out here next to the hunter. You know, the hunters and the berry pickers pair really well because you need to maintain a stable amount of forest for the hunters, and the berry pickers need a stable forest that they can use the perimeter of as well. So they pair really well together. I'm starting to make some more money again. I'm not entirely sure why that's happening now, if I'm honest. Am I just not... Was I building something? I don't think I was. Being on a mission doesn't cost money. I'm going to alter this a little bit. I'm going to bring that over there. I'm going to get rid of that. Rid of that. Rid of that. Hopefully. Actually, I'll get rid of that as well. Oh dear. That was a bad move. It's okay. We can survive this, I think. Prioritize this one. Only need 21 wood. Guys, come on. Got plenty of wood. See if they can do it fast enough. Nathan. It's a race. Can we do it? Oh, if we don't do this, I'm in big trouble. I think I've just scuppered myself. Oh dear, I'm not going to do it. This fortification is decreasing faster than this is building. Do it. Why did I do this again? Why did I do this again? The Blade Brigade is back. Can we do it? Oh god, that was close. Oh. Well, you see? I told you it was all going to be fine. Is there a concept of setting up independent settlements on the map? Technically, no. However, I don't see why you can't set up independent. Here's my map. I could set up one village here, and then buy a load of territory, and then set up a completely different village over here, and then just call them independent. I mean, I do that quite often myself anyway. I would set up a small little, just a little out, like satellite town to do something very specific, like just grow wheat or just mine this bit of rock here. And it has all of the services that it needs, but it's far away from the main place. By the way, that looks quite cool. Okay, now I'm seeing it from the bird's eye view. Actually, what I want to do is I want to put my village up here, don't I? So my gut feeling's right. I think my gut feeling's right. I'm making just enough money. Not amazing, but it's enough. This is going to cost 35 extra a month. Well, I'm making 89 extra a month. So let's do it. Ouch. Forest camp. I'm going to move this guy. Come over here. I'm also going to stop you from redoing that. No more reforestation going on over there. Instead, do it over here. Oops. I think this is actually going to look pretty neat with some high density housing coming up this hill. They're all going to complain that I don't have a place to live now, because they all live here. So I'm going to need to put some housing in here. It'll be fine. We always knew that this map seed would be tricky. It's rough. Yes, a troubadour would be nice. Actually, in the I'll stop saying this at some point, but in the early access version of the game, there used to be a mission where a troubadour would come to the tavern. It was it was like a rare event. You would build the tavern, and then at some point you didn't know what the trigger would be. A traveling minstrel would turn up, and he would regale you with a song and give you a mission, and then you could get like a special one of those I was saying earlier. It was like a special piece that you could build, and it was just like a statue of a guy that you could put around in the town somewhere. It was quite cool, but alas, he doesn't visit anymore. Whose path is blocked? Charcoal hut. Can't be reached. Why not? I think it can't be reached because it's not built, not because there's a problem with it. This is a bug. None of them can be reached. It's because they're not built. Yep. And now they all have housing problems. The royal court has taken notice of your influence. For a while, they have decided you should enjoy increased benefits from trading along kingdom-related routes. Good. I could do with the income, to be honest. Build these first. I might even put one of these patrol towers down here. Where are they? I'll move these things later. Why won't they build these first? That's built. What if I pause construction on them to force them? Honestly, this shouldn't be this hard. I actually think this is a bug. The fact that it keeps flicking between bringing wood and then waiting for builder. I think that's a bug. Actually, this is a house, isn't it? It says house. Lumber camp. Prioritize that. Don't prioritize the building of the house. Don't prioritize the building of the house. Oh, I've clicked on the wrong bloody thing. Here we are. Someone's bringing something. Waiting for a builder. You just need a tool, that's it. Producing. Reducing. There we go. You're not producing. You are. Producing. Brilliant. Right. Prioritize these now. Just... Why have they decided to build this first? Nobody knows. Never mind. At least they'll... Well, maybe they'll build the houses. Most of the ratios for production change are 2 to 1. That's not true of cheese right now, but I think that's because it's not working as intended. It'll probably change. Raymond, I'm not sure. There aren't that many people that are actually interested in the in my short stories. I'm contemplating taking them out of this channel. I don't think they've. I think it might be a bit confusing for people. They expect to just see gameplay, and then I think people see a short story and they just go, I don't understand what this is. Why is this here? Is this a mistake? I don't understand. That's not what that's not what I signed up for. So I might end up putting on a different channel. It's fine. It makes total sense. People come for gameplay, and then they see something else that's mixed in, and it's could be a bit jarring, couldn't it? I actually started this channel doing the short stories almost exclusively. But things change, things evolve. They just love walking over the mountains there. Just in case they decide to walk all the way along the top of there. That is 100% a bug. They're not supposed to be doing that. Do I have any patrollers? And what? I've got a watchman. I've got one watchman and a whole bunch of patrollers. Let's upgrade those as well. I'd like to be able to right click. Not right click. I'd like to be able to click on this and then see the patrollers. You can. That only happens when you click on the watch post. That you can see them moving around. I don't think you can even do it in here. Beautification, undesirable, fortification. Fortification, yes, but not patrols. I feel like patrols should be in here as well. You wouldn't use it very often, but I feel like it should be available. Ah, yes, of course, companies can do patrolling. I always forget that they can do that, you know. How do you do it? Main duty, mission duty. Guardsman. Who's the best? Oh, look. The Iron Hand of Justice. 324 might. Let's get the Blade Brigade. Do some patrolling. Boom. Off they go. What's wrong with this guy? Untrained. Okay. Well, I have managed to build some more castle, so I'm at least happy with that. And the economy is fluctuating between positive and not. Needs are met, apart from service. Well, that makes sense, because that church was built for 48 people, and I'm now over 100. Surprising it's only 5% dissatisfaction with that, to be honest. And I've got a couple of commoners. So I've 100% made progress. It just feels very, very slow. It's got something to do with this seed as well, because it's difficult to... I don't have much space to work with, so I'm having to be extra efficient with space and managing these. So my patrollers are being stretched extra thin as well. That's going to be less of an issue because I will build more patrollers over here in this corner of the town square as I start to build up there. Might move this guy. Is there boar in them there woods? There is. Uh-huh. Excellent. I'll move this guy as well. I don't have any money to move. I don't have one gold. Not even a single gold. Not even 2 silvers to rub together. Negotiate a levy. I don't want to negotiate a levy. I feel like that's capitulation. And I never give up. No, I refuse. What you need to remember is no one cares about how much gold you've got except you, the Lord. The villagers don't care. This gold affects nothing in the town. It's next to irrelevant, except that you need it for buying stuff in the progression path, or, of course, if you're using it to supplement some resource that you're also buying in from somewhere, which is fair enough. What did the bishop ever do for me to deserve so much wool? Oh dear. Oh, flip. In actual fact, it kind of makes sense that these houses are downgrading now, if you think about it, because I've just built a whole bunch more over here. So, although initially I'm thinking, oh, that's a real tragedy, they're just reorganizing over here, where there's more space. Right? I've actually cleared that whole area out now. My workplace is unsuitable, says the carpenter. Why? My workplace is unsuitable. You're a serf. You work as a carpenter. What's unsuitable? It sounds perfectly suitable to me. You just want refined food and service. What are you complaining about work for? I'm going to rest at my house. Okay. This is the only person that doesn't have a house. No. One. This is actually a bit misleading. My workplace is unsuitable. No, it's not. Carpenter. Oh, I know why they're complaining. Because I've just moved the sawmill. That's why they're complaining. That took me too long to figure out. The only issue that I've got is this one transporter who can't find a house. Where do you work? You work there. You work there. No wonder you complain. Now, I did point that out ages ago. That I wasn't sure whether or not I should be building this here. It felt right because it's the castle piece, but in actual fact it's going to need to be next to where all the resources are produced. And now that this guy's complaining, I 100% stand by that initial thought, and I will move him down. I'll move him down to here. But this isn't going to be his final resting space either. I quite like him in town. Another time maybe with the fishes. I mean, could just have him over here. Maybe I just do that. Maybe I just put him over here, right next to where all the tools and everything are being made. That seems logical. There's a guard post right there. He's going to get annoyed. Actually, I'll have him over here. Joker, did you get a crash report that you could send when your game crashed? Hello, Australia. funny that happened again once I rebuilt this. Let's solve this first though. 2 houses for 2 serfs. One works here. And the other works here. Oh wow. Completely different locations. That's quite unusual, to be honest. I'm going to remove all of that except for those 4. Hopefully that resolves. Make it easier on the patrols. And I'm just going to very lightly plan out what my road network looks like up this hill. Okay, it's almost like a flat. It's kind of almost flat on the top here. It's like a flat bit here. So I want the roads to connect up with that, really. That's where you'll probably put maybe a bit more mana there, or yeah, more mana. Put some more mana here. And we'll probably just have some... Oh, this is perfect, actually. Get rid of this bit of stone, and we'll have a road, bit of road that comes off there. Now, I was thinking a moment ago that I would have houses trailing all the way up the side of here. But now that I've seen that there's a bit of a flat bit here, and this is where the road will come in, it might come in there as well. It's tempting to just have this reforested and then just have another small, highly dense housing area there as well. I don't know. It might also have some houses down here. If I did, what I want to do is continue to build the wall. Oh look, my treasury's ticking back up. That's good to know. And I'm doing better than I was before as well. So far, 92. You know, a lot of the issues with the economy is because you're moving things around and changing things, and you forget that the logistic systems in Foundation are real time. When you change something, it has a knock-on effect to all of the other connected systems, And so what you should do when you change something is you should change one thing and then wait, see what happens, what kind of effect it has. Otherwise you run the risk of changing a whole bunch of stuff and then you've got this whole noodle soup that needs to like spend time unraveling and then completely rejigging everything that's going on. I need to put down another forester camp here because I'm running out of trees. Just one, isn't it? Yep, it's just one. I know I have a wide open field on the other side of that mesa. Yes, you're quite right. And I had I was going to keep this for farming. That's what it would be used for. A big wide open space, flat, mostly flat. That's a farming area. But it turns out I'm not focused on farming. I wonder why this house decided to upgrade, despite me taking away its patrol. No idea. Now I'm going to have to split this area in two. We have two foresters now managing the same area but half each, so should be able to keep up with demand. So much treasury. Not enough gold to fill it. How big is that? That's so small. Need to get this up. I want to at least unlock the heavy fortifications before I call this session, because it's a bit frustrating. I wonder if I'm not selling weapons anymore. Let's have a look if I'm selling weapons. Resources, that's the one. I mean, I'm not making that many. I want the budget, and I want to know if I've iron sword. I sold some and some spears. Okay, I'm selling it. So this guy is complaining that he doesn't have light fortification. This woman, should say, is complaining that she doesn't have light fortification, but it's not affecting her ability to buy or sell anything or operate. She just doesn't like it. Oh well, you can't have everything in life, so you know. I'm so spread out. I don't like it. It makes me feel uncomfortable being this spread out. I usually like to have things a bit more compact. I've got a pre-made video of Capybara that will go live tomorrow morning, and that is so completely different to what's going on here. It's orderly, it's compact, it makes sense. This is turning out to be not my favorite way to build. But it is what it is. I'm going with what I've got going on here. Who knows what I might, if I was to continue on with this, perhaps what I might do is just finish this wall off around here with the heavy fortification. We need some iron to finish that. We don't have a lot of iron. Okay. That could be a way to go. But how it is right now, I don't hate it, but it just feels not good. I love the fact that you need to use iron though to build things. It's these braziers. They require iron. You knew it was going to be difficult. That the castle is the most difficult path to build in, for sure. We need to send our troops out, don't we, on a mission? Is everybody else able to hear me? Seems like somebody's not able to hear me. I think the chat's all checked out, to be honest. It's gone on for a bit too long. I was hoping to have more done, but I'm fighting the economy. I'm focusing so heavily on what I want to do that I'm neglecting all of the things that I should do. Like, I should have bought this land out here and made bread and made everybody happy and whatnot, but I just didn't want to spend time doing that. And now I'm reaping the rewards. Luckily, there's no real issues with food. A little bit of refined food, but that's just cropped up. And it's only 20%. And it's because it's a commoner, so... I mean, how long's that been going on for? Refined food shortage. Are you going to tell me that I've lost a commoner I didn't notice? Yes. Okay, so upgrading to commoners didn't work out for me at all. Something else is catching me out here. I'm not sure what it is. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna call this. And I think I will have a look through this in outside of a stream and see if I can figure out what it is that's blocking me here, because something specific is blocking me and I just can't figure it out. It's not this. I think it might be food. Difficult to say. Everything's selling. Everything's selling. Taxes are working. Sometimes things sell, sometimes they don't. I need to go through this one piece at a time and figure out what it is that's... Something's not working. You know what? I'm going to call this stream. Yeah, it's a really difficult seed, this is. Oh, you know what? That's a good point. I haven't been selling the marble, have I? I need to store the marble. I already am storing the marble. Get those guys moving. There's space for houses over there. There. Don't worry about that too much. Marble can be stored over here as well. Let's make sure that I actually, yeah, I do 50. In fact, I don't even need 50. Let's just do 10. I'm not going to use marble for anything. This is going to downgrade now because there's no commoner here, because all my commoners have left. They hated it because I didn't have multiple refined foods. I need bread or cheese, and I don't have either. So we're going to have to make do with serfs to make tools, because I'm not going through the process of upgrading, promoting to commoners, which is a shame. I liked that house being there, but it's kind of an aesthetic thing for me. It was a somewhat successful session. I made progress, but it wasn't smooth sailing. But that's fine. You can't win them all. I've definitely made progress here. It's just hasn't been as fast as I wanted it to be, that's all. But it's fine. That's how it goes. I'll come back to it. I'll finish this castle off. Sort this economy out. And build another little part of this town up here. And then I can feel like that's probably as much as this needs to go before you start spreading out and doing farms and everything else. So I feel like that's the point to jump off on this one. So until then, I'll just say, if you have been, thanks for listening, thanks for watching. This has been me killing my economy. Catch you in the next one, maybe, perhaps. Enjoy Valentine's, anybody, if it's still going on for you. And all the best. Ta-ta!